Hi officers, how's the Josh? Today is 4th of December and in the Hindu there was this news article about Lesser Florican. Let me just show you the name. So Lesser Florican, this is a beautiful bird as shown here, and in the prelims we have seen that many questions come around species. These could be factual, these could even be logic based. I have made some logic based questions around this bird and endangered birds or endangered species in general, and shared them in my Telegram group. So please join them if you have not joined these platforms. In this particular video, I'm going to give you all the relevant facts and discuss the logic based questions also wherever they are applicable around this species. This report is made by the Wildlife Institute of India in the year 2017-18. The first fact that is important is the implementing agencies or the agencies which are involved in research and conservation of different species, especially birds in this context. So we have, of course, the Wildlife Institute of India. Then we have the BNHS, the Bombay Natural History Society. This society has already been asked, I think, once in prelims. Also, we have the Corbett Foundation of Kutch. The BNHS is based in Mumbai and the Corbett Foundation is in Kutch. Okay, it is not in Uttarakhand, please note. So again, a small fact that can be asked. This image shows the special dance the males of the species do in order to attract the females. And in this dance, the male will jump up and down, flapping its wings, and it will also give a call. And this natural phenomena, this kind of courtship rituals which different species do, is known as lek. All right, so this word can be asked by UPSC. Don't get confused. It is called lek or lekking. And also, because this lekking is done only by the males of the lesser florican species, I wanted to show you certain characteristics of how to identify males. Now, of course, UPSC can ask this, the question could say the males of the species have got this, this, and this. It could be a statement, it could be even one dedicated question. So the male have got this whole, black and white plumage. Okay, you can see the black neck, you can see the white plumage. So during the mating season, the colors of the feathers change. Then the males also have these, strands of hair growing from their head. And also, because the males do this dance, and this is the logic based question that can be asked, because of this dancing, this jumping up and down, they were very easy targets of poachers. They used to be shot down easily, and this is one big reason why the population of this species fell so rapidly until the legal conservation measures were put into place in the 1980s, late 70s, early 80s. So coming to the first part, we have the scientific name of the bird, that is Cephetides indicus. If I have pronounced it wrongly, please forgive me, guys. I'm by no means trained in zoology, and let me know the correct pronunciation in the Telegram group or in the comment section below. Now, more importantly, we need to know the present IUCN status of this bird, which is endangered. Okay, endangered, and it is an agro grassland bird. So this shows the habitat of this bird. This is very, very important. This bird is found in rain-fed grasslands, and because of habitat loss, we have agriculture proliferating this habitat. So in certain kinds of crop fields also this bird is found. Now, this bird is very elusive. Elusive means it is very difficult to find. And because of this, it is poorly understood. And because it is poorly understood, we don't have effective conservation efforts. And in order to understand this bird better, this survey, this national status survey was done in 2017-18 by the Wildlife Institute of India and the other two NGOs. Also, guys, we are talking about this survey which happened in 2017-18, and today is 4th of December. So why was this bird in news? It was in news because scientists have tracked 1,000 kilometers of its migratory journey successfully. This is the largest distance tracked of this bird so far, and that is why it is in news. So it is slightly less poorly known and understood now. Very soon, probably, we'll be able to identify the entire migratory journey of this bird. So, this was the context why this issue was in news. Before moving on to the next point, guys, I just want to give you one small piece of advice. Whenever there is any species in news or any tribe in news or any product, GI tag related product or anything such similar thing is in news, uh, please look up its image and not just the species, also see the habitat it is in. In this particular image, we can notice there are grasses around. So UPSC, in order to confuse, you can say that the lesser florican is found in heavily forested regions of Western Ghats or any other part of India, northeast or anything like that. So just look at the bigger picture also, and this curiosity is going to help you in solving multiple questions, or else at least in eliminating some options when the time comes. So the population size of this bird is around 350, less than 350, and there has been a massive population fall, around 80% population decline in the last 3 to 4 generations since 2000, since the year 2000. And this is why the bird is now categorized as endangered by IUCN. At present, the only viable species of this elusive bird is known to be in the Velavadar region of Gujarat and the Shokalia Bhinai region of Rajasthan. So this image shows us this bird frolicking around in what seems to be an agricultural field, as we can see some people working in the background. The prelims related information is given in yellow color and mains related information is given in orange, just like you get in your Telegram channel. We have certain important places of conservation given here. So we have Shokalia and the Saurashtra landscape of Gujarat. Then we have Kutch, we have Kekri landscape, we have Ratlam, Shahpura and Akola landscapes as well. So these are the places where this bird has been found in the wild. Of course, the largest density of this bird is found in the Shokalia and the Velavada region, as discussed in the previous slide, but there are certain other regions of the country where this bird is spotted, and the names are given here. So just go through these names and identify them on the map. The map is coming in the following slides, but these names will be important as they can be asked, because this is an elusive bird. It is not easily spotted. So wherever it is spotted, those places can be asked. Next, we have what should be done in order to conserve such migratory species. Now, the suggestions given here are in the context of this particular species, but of course we can generalize these suggestions. There are 10 suggestions given here. You don't need all 10, just pick any 4 or 5 suggestions you like, and you can write them in your exam. So if the question asks you about how you can conserve migratory species, you have key recommendations given right here. The last point here is not important for prelims. It is just something to feel good by, because it says that although there's been an around 80% fall in the population, there is still a window of opportunity for recovery of this species. So we should not yet give up hope. Here we have the spectacular aerial display, the dance that the males do during mating season, and we have seen this in the first slide itself. We know how to identify a male now. We have the strands protruding from the head, the black head and the neck, and the changed colored plumage, the white feathers during mating season. Also, guys, we can notice the big legs of this bird, and this shows that this bird certainly can fly, because it's a migratory bird, but it also is very heavily dependent on land. It is a land-based bird. Otherwise, had it not been a land-based bird, it would not certainly have these big legs and strong legs. Just compare it with the regular birds that you see. The regular birds which are flight heavy, they have big wings and small legs, but this bird has got small wings and big legs. So the logic you can apply like that. Next, we have certain information which gives us clarity about how such surveys are done. So we have the species dedicated survey, and when it was conducted, that is 2017-18. the different institutes, the Wildlife Institute, the BNHS, and the Corporate Foundation, along with the state forest departments. So UPSC can say that the state forest departments were not a part or something like that. It cannot be so. If a survey is being done in the field, state forest departments will have to be a part of that. Also, the permission, okay, timely permissions here. The permissions are given by the principal chief conservator of forest and chief wildlife wardens of different states. And then we have in the initial part itself certain international bodies also which have funded this survey, like BirdLife International. The NGO also has funded the Corporate Foundation. And the funds for this survey, the primary main funds for this survey has come from CAMPA. Okay, so these basic things can be asked in exam. Again, a beautiful male of the species during the mating season. Next, we come to the main features, the main characteristics of this species, can be asked in exam, highly factual but very important. The first thing to note is that in the scientific name we have the word indicus given. So this shows that it is endemic to the region, the subcontinent. And then we have the feature that it is the smallest bird of the bustard family. The bustard family is one of the largest birds in the world, and out of the whole species, around 26 species are there in the bustard family. Out of these, this particular species, the lesser florican, is the smallest. Okay, very important. India has got 4 bustard species. In the world, out of all the 26 bustards, the lesser florican is the smallest, and the Bengal florican is just one step, just slightly larger than the lesser florican. So Bengal florican and lesser florican can be said to be amongst the smallest bustards in the world. And then it is endemic to this country. In fact, the Indian subcontinent will see its distribution given by IUCN. And it is one of the 4 bustard species, as I've already told, in India, all of which are threatened. Okay, all of which are categorized by the IUCN in its red list. The lesser florican is mentioned in Schedule 1, highest degree of protection is given. Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. In addition to that, it is also a part of CITES. It is in the appendix, I think appendix 1 of CITES, and it is not in any of the appendices of CMS. Okay, this is a very confusing point. In many locations we would see that CMS is mentioned, but I have checked the CMS website and I have given you the evidence also of that later. CMS does not mention this species, CITES does, and IUCN does. Next is it is also included as a priority species in the species recovery plan by the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, and which is implemented by the Wildlife Institute of India. Very, very important point. Next, we have the frequency of the census. Now, if UPSC wants to ask a difficult question, it can compare the census for this species with more popular census, like maybe the tiger census. It can say that just like the tiger census, the census for this species also is done every 4 years, or any other frequency could be given. So this is not the case. The last population assessment was done in the year 2006, and then it was conducted in 2010. But after 2010, only in 2017-18, when this report by Wildlife Institute of India was produced, the census was done. Here we have the distribution of this species in India. Now this is amongst the most important pieces of information that can be asked. The first section gives us the generic details about the habitat. So it is found in lowland open plains. Okay, very important. It is found in lowlands. That is, it is not found in high altitude regions. UPSC can confuse you with these points. It is found in open plains. So it is not found in dense vegetation areas or in hilly terrain. Okay, it is found in plains, and it is also found in Terai region. Coming to the map, we have 2 kinds of circles given. We have yellow and red circles. The yellow circles represent the past positions, the past locations, habitats, etc. habitats will not be the right word, locations, let's use it. And red circles represent the present distribution of this species. So you can note that, of its past glory, just a fraction is represented now. And largely we have it in Rajasthan and we have it in Gujarat. So this is Rajasthan, this is Gujarat, and then we have certain other states also of the country. And if we come down, we have all these places mentioned. So the names highlighted here are very, very important, guys. Just, in fact, for your mapping also, put in the effort and identify them on a outline map of India and just keep it in your notes. So current breeding distribution, okay? Breeding distribution. We are not talking about the actual distribution because this is an elusive bird. It is spotted only during the breeding season and then it just vanishes. And the reason why it was in news is because 1000 kilometers of the migratory route was tracked. So I'm just repeating everything just to keep things in context. So we have the Ajmer district, Shokalia Community Reserve is there, and then we have the Black Buck National Park in Velavdar in Gujarat in Bhavnagar region. We have the Kutch region, we have Sailana Wildlife Sanctuary, etc. All just go through all these points. I'm not reading them out loud. With this, guys, we come to the end of the first part of the video. In order to not make the video too long, I've decided to break it into smaller segments. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to lassi, which means like, share, subscribe, and comment. And more importantly, if you did not like the video or if you have some suggestions which can improve what content I produce, please let me know in the comment section. Or you can even message me personally on Telegram or in the group, whatever. I don't care about what medium you choose, as long as you are giving me good quality negative feedback to work upon. Also, all the relevant links will be there in the description. See you next time. Bye bye.